Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting BillKeyz Wednesday commentary. Let's do this. Hi everybody, we wanted to finish up the night by talking about 2017, best games of 2017. Now Myles, I don't know what games that Myles plays, so it's kind of unscripted. We just want to talk about them, and I want to hear some of Myles' games, and I'm going to talk about my games. This could be kind of lengthy, but it is what it is. So, and let us know in the comments. First of all, what's your top 5 games of 2017? No matter when this goes up, it shouldn't matter. You should be able to do that. So first of all, we're really gonna take Call of Duty W2 off the list because that is a game. I don't know how Myles feels about it, but that's a game how it's kind of an off by itself kind of thing. For me, it is. Anyways,
I think, if you go back 15 years, oh my God, Call of Duty came out 15 years ago.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, like 2002, I think.
The first ever one, yeah.
Yeah,
not Modern Warfare.
No. Okay. I'm talking about first World War II Call of Duty. I think, in a sense, Call of Duty has become such like a staple in the gaming community that it's kind of one of those games you expect to come out every year.
Correct, yeah.
And,
now it's going to come out every year. So
now that nothing's really going to change.
They outsold
which one?
This is the last one. W2 just sold more copies than ever in the history of ever. So.
And, to me, I'm also the kind of person that you kind of can't really, now it's just my opinion. Okay, just throwing it out there.
These are all our opinions. I'm always right, though.
To me, though, you can't really, push something that comes out in November for Game of the Year.
Correct. Yeah, I think November, December should be a cutoff time. I agree.
I mean,
it just depends because it's hard to say. Yes, I agree. I do. You would really have to let it come out, and then the gaming show. Then they would have to be picked. To me, truthfully, in February.
Yeah.
Truthfully, if you're gonna do it the right way. But Call of Duty is definitely something I don't put it in this category because it's by itself. Because it would win for me. Because I don't mean to say it sounds like a fanboy move, and truthfully, the last 2 years it probably wouldn't have won of Game of the Year in my opinion, but this year W2 is awesome. I don't care about single player. It's just I play it, I have fun. I have more hours probably in that game than I have in the last one, and it only been out for a little while now. So let's kind of go over some games. What's one of the games that you play? You don't have to leave my list.
No. But I saw your list a couple days ago.
Cheating me.
I'm not cheating. Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
I think that Resident Evil 7 was definitely a reinvention of the franchise altogether.
Correct.
Because if we're just being completely honest here, the last really good one was Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
I played 5. I think I played through one of the campaigns in
5
6.
wasn't very good. I liked 6 a lot.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people give 6 a lot of hate, but it was I didn't dislike 5. I don't really dislike any of them. I'm always looking at the best of everything, but 6 was a great. Just a reimagining of be able to play all your iconic characters.
Yeah.
And the stories wasn't the best, but overall, I liked it. I got to be Leon's, got to be Chris, got to be all that. And Resident Evil 7 is a game that I can't play no more because I get scared and play it. So it makes me scared, so I don't play. But I do love it. And I have a poster. I own it. I got the collector's edition and all that good stuff at the little house over here, actually. So, but I don't. That poster, thank God, it doesn't have anything scary on it. So,
for me, Resident Evil 7 was a game I played multiple times through.
Oh, awesome, good.
I liked it.
I got up to the part where you had to put the A's, I think it is, or the letters on the things you pull out the wall, the dead body thing.
Yeah,
I just figured out how to do that.
That's early, really.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
I really want to play it in VR. Just to be like,
correct. Yeah.
I did.
And the best thing about it, it's like a whole nother experience. So you can play it again. I do feel it has multiple playthroughs through.
There's a lot of stuff they don't tell you about. Like, you can get a skill saw as a weapon. You can get, a scroll, scrolls that you can run faster. You have more defense. Okay. You fight better.
You get scared less? No, they don't have that, right?
It's called whiskey.
Drink. Take shots every time I get scared, and then I won't get scared.
I think personally, Resident Evil 7 is definitely contender for Game of the Year.
Awesome.
Easily, because it's the first Resident Evil where you go first person. They did it very tastefully, in my opinion. You still got that horror factor.
And there's not too many jump scares. There's just enough to where it is.
Really don't want to play.
Yeah, exactly. Just enough where I don't want to play. But the characters the whole family is so interesting. it blows my mind. Like, they are super interesting.
Well, I mean, what I think was really cool about it is, Resident Evil also pushed out free DLC of story mode.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah. So, to me, I gameflied it. Because I was like, look, I'm not
and you got
really...
to play it free.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, no, I didn't. I sent it back before the DLC
No, but the
came out.
DLC's free. I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, so what I'll probably end up doing is either redoing GameFly on it or just getting the gold version. Where I think it's like, I believe it's $40.
We'll buy it used and you can still pick it up and you can get what you need.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Now as far as is everything free, I have no idea, but I believe some of the DLC is free. With it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in my opinion, that's definitely a contender for Game of the Year.
What about something else? What's next?
To me, I really enjoyed Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, great.
It was new, innovative. It had Assassin's Creed feel to it, but I mean that's what kind of a sandbox game. Besides Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead, if you want to do a sandbox, it's kind of Assassin's Creed-ish.
Well, my thing is that it's cool that we live in a world still in video games, our video game world. Even in 2017, we're coming out with new titles that are still relevant.
Yeah.
And Horizon Zero Dawn, don't get me wrong, it is a mixture of the things. We're looking over here because the poster's over there, by the way.
Yeah.
There's also a poster right there too, but
yeah, that's what I was looking at.
We live. It's cool that it's something that's kind of still the same, but it's something different.
Definitely.
And that's what's important is that, and we're still being innovative and we're not about not remaking titles and things like that, but it's like we kind of talked about before, having the balls to, the kahunas to make something new. Because that's what we want. But it's all about playing safe too. We just finished talking about Call of Duty, so it's playing it safe but yet doing new things. So Horizon Zero Dawn definitely in my contender for Game of the Year. So anything else? What else we got? I can tell you some of the games if you like to know. Now these are games that I played. This is a list of games that I actually played that came out in 2017. So of course we can talk about Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is probably going to win Game of the Year in everybody's opinion.
It's actually between that and Super Mario Odyssey right now.
Yeah, I don't think Odyssey will win because of when it came out.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is going to win, period. Which I don't think's right because I don't dislike Breath of the Wild, but I think it's more of because they haven't made a good one in so long.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. They haven't made a good game in so long.
Oh, man.
They don't know. Did Prey come out this year or was he last year?
Yeah, Prey came out. Prey's hard.
Did Prey come out? I don't remember. See, I actually played Prey, so I don't know why I didn't write it on here.
Now, to me, Legend of Zelda, I got a good group of friends of mine that they all love Legend of Zelda.
Did you play it? Did you play it?
I played a little bit of it.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, it's good. To me, though, I didn't really play, because I know in Legend of Zelda, they were very linear sometimes.
Correct.
Go here, go here, go here, go here, then come back, go here, go here, go here. But with this one, in Breath of the Wild, they kind of, which was new, not new and innovative because it did in the first one, they just kind of threw you into a world and just told you to go.
Well, not to cut you off, but what I didn't like about it is it was I'm okay with games that are hard.
Yeah.
But it was too hard for even my son to play.
Yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, my son will just run around, but he really is not playing the game, he's just running around. So continue to.
What I think was really cool is there's no more rupees through cutting grass.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of grass offers. I'm a grass cutting master. I hate to cut grass in real life.
Yeah.
But in Breath of the Wild, I'm like,
you get your health by cooking, which I thought was cool. By hunting.
I suck at. I'm not very good at cooking.
And it's just like, to me,
I don't like weapon breaks.
Oh man, I think that it's alright. I mean, it makes you a little challenge.
It is What I think they should do is offer you like once a week you get a scroll that you can keep that weapon forever if you want.
Yeah.
Because that way because some of the weapons you might get, I don't know how it works in later games, but you want to get a weapon. We just talked about this in God of War, and you want to get a weapon that's yours. So if I'm playing an antagonist, I love this hammer. I want to keep this hammer.
Yeah.
I would like to keep it. But it's your choice. If you get a scroll, it can enchant it and you can keep it forever.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them having broken weapons, but I get this awesome little sword that I really want to keep. Should be able to keep it. That's my biggest thing. And I'm not saying that took away from the game for me, but not everybody else. So.
I think that, to me, this is just my opinion, that Breath of the Wild, I have so many games to beat, and I don't own a Switch, so I have to go to my buddy's house to play.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, going to my friend's house to play Breath of the Wild is not like the highest priority on my list.
Correct. Yeah, I understand.
I think
it's not any good. That's what he basically means.
No, wow. No, that's not even what I'm saying. But it's good. It's fun the little that I do play it. But I mean, there's other stuff to do with your buddies instead of going to his house, hogging the system.
Yeah, hogging it up. Yeah.
to me, it's such an expansive game. There's so much to do that eventually.
It is hours of fun. That's what
it is. When I sit down and not beat everything that I want to beat at home, then I can go to my bed. Okay, I got spare time.
Well, the cool thing about that game is that I do felt it was a Switch system seller.
Definitely.
I think Nintendo, even though I don't buy Nintendo stuff in my house, only time I buy stuff is for my son. But I do feel that they did a great job of spacing their games out. For example, we're going to move on to our next game, which is, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better than Zelda. The fun factor is there because it is fun. It's fun all the time. It's not hard. It's fun. It's challenging. Me and my son play it all the time, and that's really what it's about for us. So when that game came out, we're going to buy that, and we bought it, and we play that all the time. So have you played it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have a friend of mine that he actually... That's all he did. Like, he can beat 200cc with his eyes closed.
Awesome.
And I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. But, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm halfway decent at it. It's a good party game.
Yeah.
You're having a party, there's people
cool
there.
thing is you only need technically 2 controllers to play 4 people, so it's good. Yeah.
Hours of fun. Great game.
It is. So, go ahead.
Do I think it's Game of the Year material?
No, but I still think it's fun and better than Breath of the Wild, in my opinion.
Well,
So
I didn't say that.
That's just my opinion, though, like we said. So, Prey, have you played Prey?
Yes, I own Prey.
Did you play it?
Yeah, it's hard.
Liked it?
Like, I liked it.
It was too hard.
It was really hard.
It's too hard for me to play. So moving on.
No, I actually started over one of my games because it's been so long since I played
When I couldn't kill the first guy with the wrench, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not coming back.
Actually forgot I had it on GameFly, and I'm like, you know what? I just bought it, and I just took a risk.
I didn't know it came out in 2017.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It came out early 2017.
Yeah, it was in the first 2 quarters.
But yeah, early in the year I didn't have a whole lot of time to play, and the times that I did play, I was usually playing Prey. And I mean, don't get me wrong, coming from the first Prey, then to the Prey 2 that we were all waiting for, and then got canceled, and we're just gonna reinvent the whole series altogether. It's hard. I mean, I'm stuck. I'm currently at a point in the game where I have no ammo.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have no ammo. All I have is a wrench and. It's like 3 or 4. They're called phantoms.
Game,
oh, it is.
Beautiful game.
There's 3 or 4 phantoms they're called, whereas enemies that are standing upright on 2 legs that can shoot fire, electricity.
With a wrench, and you fight them with a wrench.
I'm fighting with a wrench, and it's just ridiculous. So it makes me hate my life, and I just.
We're gonna pause here. I want to see if it's gonna die of battery, so I'll be able to edit that out though. Yeah, I see the batteries are a little. Okay, so we have Narushu. Did I say that right? Is that how you say Nashu? I don't know how to say that.
Which,
Nashu, whatever.
Neo?
Yeah, Neo, whatever.
Yeah.
Nashu.
I don't know how you got
Y'all can correct us.
from Neo.
Whatever, no, Neo. Yeah, it's not Neo. Is that really what it's called?
I guess, man. I'm just going off as best as I can.
Narushu. Asha. Okay, well that's that really hard game that's like Dark Souls.
It's a Dark Souls.
But there was the other one. There's another game that came out that's like stupid game. Bloodborne. It's like Bloodborne, but it's a.
Oh, Bloodborne's so good.
Yeah, Bloodborne's so good. No, it's stupid. I don't want to have to fight the first boss 1,000 times. I'm sorry. I don't care what no one says. It's not fun to me. But getting to that, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about it. What they should do is make different levels of hardness. That's probably a long. Never mind. But like difficulties, yes. So easy or beginner, and then if you want to play it to be where you fight the first boss 1,000 times, I'm okay with that. But that game went back really fast.
The first playthrough is easy.
No, it's not. Yeah, no.
Wait, there's called New Game Plus, and you go to New Game Plus +9. In Bloodborne.
Yeah, dumb. That's pretty much it. I can't even get past the first bridge. So whatever. Just like Dark Souls, I got to the first guy and he was like,
"Hey,
no, I'm good." Like the first enemy killed me 6 times. So that's one of the games I played this year. So Miles, you didn't play that, right?
Which
Neo?
one? No.
Okay.
No, I didn't get around.
So what about Sniper Ghost Warrior 3?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to talk a little briefly on that. It's a good game. It's kind of open world, Far Cry-ish. If you enjoy sniping, they got a lot of slow motion. It's not really bullet time, but it's slow motion bullets. They shoot people.
Yeah.
Good game. So what's some of yours on your list?
2 games I played this year were Outlast 2 and Injustice 2. So I'm going to go on Outlast 2 real quick.
I played the demo.
I enjoyed the hell out of the first one.
Okay.
I played through it myself. I played through the DLC. I've watched people like Markiplier, PewDiePie play through it. Got a kick out of them getting scared.
So what about part 2 though?
Part 2 was great. I think what I liked about it is it's in a completely different part of the country. It has nothing to do with the original guy. It's like, hey, here's more crazy people, and it's a new story.
New story, crazy
altogether.
Gotcha.
This one, in the first one, you're affected by this, like, I don't want to call him a ghost in the comic. Like, dude, he wasn't a ghost. I mean, he kind of was. He was kind of like an astral being.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, that's why you can see him on your camera.
Yeah, and in the second one is more based off of.
What character you play in the second one? That's the question.
You play as another reporter.
Okay, so you play
you're the cameraman, and your wife's the reporter. Well, you get separated, and the whole time.
Oh, okay.
You're just trying to find her and get away. Whereas the first one, you get trapped, and your whole mission is to get out. And
so
this one is to find her and get out.
Okay.
But other than that, it was a great game. Interesting. I really hope they come out with a part 3.
But you okay with it being a new story?
Yeah.
Try not to use reporters, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reporter is the only reason. It's besides being a dad with a fanny pack that has the camera for their
that's awesome. Yeah.
For a family vacation, it kind of gives a person a reason why.
Well, true, but let's do. What about a person visiting someone in a insane asylum? There may be one of your family members, and something happens then.
You have a video camera and bring a video camera for someone in an insane asylum?
No, I didn't know you could. Maybe he finds it that they're recording all the sessions.
That's actually how the DLC starts for.
There you go.
Whenever they're interrogating the guy from the DLC, he steals one of the cameras.
Yeah, exactly. So they can do that. Yeah, they can do that. So.
Yeah.
But what about Injustice 2?
Injustice 2. I was a huge fan of Injustice 1. I've actually had a friend of mine throw me out of his house because we had a fight and I beat him in your face, Dre.
That's it. Dre.
But. What I think was really great was they brought back not all the characters from Injustice 1.
Yeah.
It was a new story, continuation
correct.
from Injustice 1. The only thing I wasn't a huge fan about is they changed the actors' faces from the first one to the second one. So I didn't feel like I was watching a continuation. It was a bunch of people who I know that
wasn't his own. It was a different story.
Yeah, it was. It's a continuation from the first one.
It is a continuation?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
What I think is cool is
I played this one all the way through, majority of it, and then part 1 I didn't play really at all.
It's different actors. And it just kind of, it weirds me. It's the same thing when it's like, kind of like the Aunt Vivian in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how it was one actress and then switched it once to a new actress.
I understand. That's what we went Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on you guys. So, I liked it. What was your favorite 2 characters in the game?
2 characters. I'm a huge fan of the Red Hood.
Okay.
And when they put him as
he's a special unlocker though. Right?
He's a DLC character.
Okay.
And then of course you gotta go with Batman. He's kind of the Scorpion of Injustice. Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, you just kind of can pick up and fight with. Same thing with Batman.
I like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Swamp Thing was a good addition.
And the Beetle. I don't know Beetle from before. I don't know that.
Blue Beetle. Yeah, he was good. A lot of Starfire's the DLC character. They brought a lot of characters that no one kind of really knows a whole lot about, which I thought was awesome. Like Firestorm.
Firestorm was good because I'm glad they used some of the characters they used in the TV series.
Yeah, definitely.
Firestorm was a popular character. So.
The Atom is going to be a DLC character.
Oh, awesome.
So from Legends of Tomorrow, they got from the Atom, so he's going to be there.
Do you think it's overall a good fighting game for MLG status?
It already had MLG on it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Like when it first came out, there was already people going to. I can't think of, not PAX, but it's just a big
but they do have MLG tournaments.
Yeah, they do.
Like pro level. That's what we're trying to talk about. Not just because. Okay. I like the story overall because of the 2 different endings. I didn't know there were going to be 2 different endings until and I love Supergirl too, but really Swamp Thing's my all-time. He's not. What's sad about him in the game? He's not very good in my opinion, but I do like him. So it's hard to justify. This is my favorite guy, but you use him. So
yeah.
Do you have anyone else on your list of games?
Fortnite. Fortnite's a kind of a PUBG clone, but Fortnite's also very cartoony.
It's like Brute Force, right? Something like that. Like visual.
Force.
You ever played Brute Force?
No. Okay, it reminds me a lot of Team Fortress, the art style.
Is it first person or it's
third person?
It's third person, but it's like 2D, right?
No. Fortnite. What Fortnite is kind of like PlayerUnknown Battleground, where they drop you into a 100-player match, and it's pretty much whoever lives the longest wins.
Oh, that's the one that just came out.
Yeah.
This is the one we just got for free.
Yeah.
Well, we all got it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you break the stuff with the big.
Yeah, you can break it. You can build fortresses.
It's the game that Hutch has been playing a lot of. We've been watching that. That's cool.
Yeah, I played a lot of it.
So you have that for PS4?
Yes.
We need to play that. That'd be awesome.
Definitely.
We can play that.
It's a lot of fun. I think it's really dumb though that you have to buy into the beta to get the because there's PvE and there's PvP. PvE is when you fight against zombies, and then PvP is when they drop you into the 100.
Okay.
team deathmatch.
Well, you can play PvP though, right?
Yeah, you can play PvP for free, but PvE you gotta buy into.
Well, at least we can play. At least you can still know if you want to play the game though.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
what's important.
It's really interesting. You know, you gotta actually really know what you're doing. It's a permadeath system because once you die in the match, you're dead. You can't come back.
Oh wow.
Leave the lobby, start a new lobby.
Yeah, I would be really mad at that. So probably that's why, because I played it, but I don't really. It's not my thing. Have you played Paladin?
I played Paladins. I'm not good at MOBAs at all. That's not my thing.
Did you?
Is a MOBA. Yes, I did.
Well,
play.
Fortnite's kind of like that too, in my opinion. Somewhat. I mean, it's not. No, I mean, no, you're right. It's not like that. So you don't like Overwatch either. So I would assume. I think Paladin came out this year, but Overwatch did not. But that's. It's like Overwatch.
I liked Overwatch.
Did you download Paladin for free?
Yes.
We should play it. That'd be cool. We could play that too. So getting back to Fortnite, I forgot. I didn't know that was. I thought it was a shovel. The Fortnite was a shovel guy.
No.
I didn't know it was that game. That game's super popular.
Yes, it is. Fortnite, it's really good. It's a good free game. Guys, go download it. I'm not selling out, by the way. Yeah. But, it's really interesting. I'm all for free games.
Free games what's out. You should download every free game and play.
Yeah, at least once.
Yeah, at least try. I think that's what real gamers do. And I think as us as... I do consider myself as a true gamer, but like people don't like when you say that because you don't have to just play Call of Duty or just play this. You could play... You download a game and you play it. If you don't like it, then don't play it. I understand that. Like, it's really sad that we. That's one thing about. And I know we're talking about games of this year, but it's really sad that we need to expand our gaming. I think the new millennia. Not necessarily just your age, but from your age and on, they just.
Not a millennial.
I don't know what that is. Whatever.
It's
the 2000.
2001. I was born in '92, bro.
Oh really? You're old.
Yeah.
You're that old?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, sorry. So, but millennials, which is 2001, right? It's crazy. It's just they don't like this game, blah blah blah. Maybe things have changed. So, what else you have on your list?
One game that I didn't play, but I don't think it came out this year, but the DLC did, and they kind of re-released it with the DLC. It was The Binding of Isaac. That's a game. It's pretty much it based off the biblical story of Abraham and Isaac. But it kind of has its own twist.
Oh, Loving the Jesus.
It has its own twist on it. Pretty
Myles
much.
loves the Jesus, by the way, if you don't know.
Yes. By the way, Isaac's mom tries to kill him, but throws him inside the cellar of their house.
So how do you feel about that being someone who's religious? You was okay with that?
I mean, at this point, whether it's religious or not, you kind of gotta take it. I mean, I understand it's satire.
Just like anything else, you take it as it is, right?
I take it as it is.
Okay.
I didn't play it personally because I know you can get like a lot of biblical figures as characters.
But that doesn't steer you away though, as being a religious person.
I didn't play it. I just watched people play it.
I'm just because some probably religious people would steer away. Just
I mean, at this point, it's all satire.
I hate to get religious, but I wouldn't want to ask. It's good to have someone who is highly religious to see about a game that's about religion.
It's definitely like they stay away from the main figures like Jesus, Mary.
Yeah, I understand.
They bring in like Samson, Abraham, just different kind of characters.
Like the side figures that are in the Bible, I guess. Yeah. I hate to call them side figures, but you know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, pretty much the whole thing is you're trying to get back to your mom, and the main boss is your mom. You gotta fight her. You shoot tears out your eyes. That's your weapon, and you get it. Pretty much like there's a general story, but the whole game is random dungeons generated randomly.
Oh, okay.
And random power-ups thrown in.
It's interesting.
You can't just...
It's random every time.
It's random. It's never the same.
It'd be cool to take that and do something else with it.
So yeah, like that surprised me. Like I didn't think people would...
I'm trying to see what else you have.
Would play through. The other stuff I have is Metroid for 3DS, the new one, Return of Samus.
That was a big deal. Glad you brought that up. I didn't play none of that.
I haven't. I'm a huge Metroid fan. Like people have...
I am not.
People have like Legend of Zelda, Mario. I'm Pokemon and Metroid.
Yeah.
I grew up playing Metroid.
That's crazy. Well, 92. Yeah, you're right. Super Metroid probably been your first one ever played.
Yeah, no, actually, the first one I ever played was the Metroid Prime for the GameCube.
Oh, okay. Well,
growing up, I was a kid who had the Sega, so I was like.
They got the new one coming out that's 3D, like the one for the GameCube. Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal.
Metroid 4.
And that's even something that I would be interested in.
I'm buying a Switch just for Metroid Prime 4.
Gotcha. Yeah. I won't buy it unless my son wants it because we talk about no Nintendo in this house.
And then Shadow of War, the Lord of the Rings games. That game took me by surprise. Same thing with
I haven't played the new one.
Shadow of Middle Earth.
I bought
Shadow of Mordor.
Mordor, yeah. I bought Mordor for $10. So
Shadow of Mordor, in my opinion, was a good game. The map was way too small.
Really?
Oh yeah. And it like Mordor wasn't that big, but when you jump to Shadow of War, you have 4 different regions, but the maps are freaking huge. And Like, other stuff came out, it kind of got put to the side. I'm going to come back to it and finish it up.
What came out during the busy time of the season?
Yeah, you know, back in November. I call October, November kind of like how it was kind of like March Madness.
Yeah.
You know, for gamers, October, November is when everything.
Well, the last quarter is the most, you know.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, what people don't understand, if you really want a game to be successful, and sales put it in the first quarter. After Christmas, a lot of people want it for Christmas, but like Far Cry 5's going to come out during a good time. Far Cry 5 is really smart.
I can devote my time.
I think they moved it. I think like the last one came out in the other quarters, but the first quarter, really in the middle of the season, it's really weird how. And there's probably a system for that. People get paid way too much money to figure all that out.
Yeah.
But so that's pretty much all.
That's it, man.
Okay. Well, we just finished. We actually played. Miles played a couple. It's called Dead by Daylight, right?
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, so he just I played it before, but I got it on GameFly. That game did come out this year, and Miles just played it. So it's a very
it's new.
It's very new. It's very unique. It's like Jason, Friday the 13th, without Jason, of course. I think Mike
Myers has the skin.
Yeah, the guy from Halloween has got the skin, but it's really cool because it's different. It's something I'm used to playing. Normally, I am a. Oh, hold on. Normally, we're just gonna go back. I'll just leave it right there. Normally I'm gonna. It's a refreshing game. I'm used to a shooter RPG. It's just cool to. And when I say this, it sounds very sick and crazy, but it's cool just to be the guy who's gonna kill people. And that's what your job is. That's the whole point of the game is to kill, put them on the hooks and kill them. So go ahead. What you think? Just for the little bit.
The couple matches I played, I think it's a good concept. Interesting. To me, the little matches I played, I thought it was different. Like I was telling Bill, like, man, you can't swing that fast.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it would be overpowered if you swing super quick.
So what happens in the game is when you swing, the guys, they all have a different mechanic when they swing. They have to, because if they sat there and just swing and swing and swing, you'd win every time.
Yeah.
So
he swings and wipes the blood off, and then you swing again.
Well, the key is you weren't that close to him. You hit him kind of far away. So if you get really close to him, which is hard to do, but it's really crazy because there's like 5 people you run around and. I use the guy with the bell, like I was telling you. They got a guy with a chainsaw. So you pick who fits your style of play. Like the guy that traps, we hung the guy on the hook and then we trapped, and it was really cool. That's very innovative.
It's not a game that I would go buy for $60.
No. It's definitely like a must GameFly kind of game. But
it's a good $10 game.
If
$20 game.
Yeah, I would say it's like the $19.99. But if that's a game for you, that's what you really love about games.
Yeah.
Or that's what you into.
Tell us.
Correct, definitely tells, but you would buy it. Like it's definitely, if you love the Jason game, I think this game is just as good, in my opinion. Jason's a little different. It's a different style of game, but it's the same concept. And really, this year. I think they just started doing games like that. Like it's these survival. They're not survival horror. They're more like survival, like one man versus 3 people or something like that.
What made Friday the 13th kind of not successful, but what I heard talked about the most is that. You kind of stay in a group chat, whether you get separated from the killer and the survivors. Well, if Jason's close enough to you, he can hear you strategizing.
Oh, really?
And what you're doing. That's what I think is really cool. And I heard a rumor that it's going to be cross-platform.
Oh, awesome.
So PS4, Xbox, and PC.
Well, I've been hearing that for a while. A lot of things are going to be cross-platform, supposedly.
But yeah, interesting.
So we have a few more to go. I don't think either of us played these games, but we wanted to mention them. Assassin's Creed Origins.
The poster's right there.
The poster, that's why we look over there, yeah. So, from what I saw, it looks good. And if you can ride a camel, I think that really tops it off. That puts it over the next level. So, that and a shield. It's funny how those are like the little things that we go, that's awesome. So, by the way, the freaking fan is on. We're just going to... Sorry. You're going to hear the fan the whole time. That's my fault. That happened. See, we make mistakes, but we're not doing this all over again. So getting back, what did you thought about Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed Origins, it was kind of like,
No.
At some point, it was just like a Call of Duty. Came out once a year.
Yeah.
The quality in the story kind of started decreasing, except for 4. I loved 4.
Which one was 4?
The Pirates.
Oh, everybody likes Black Flag, yeah. I like 3. I like the Indian.
3 was awesome. I love 3.
Yeah.
Origins, I heard, actually somebody talked about it last time. I was at a friend of mine's kid's party. They're like, Assassin's Creed Orange is awesome. The shield's really cool. I as a kid, I used to love Egyptian mythology. Used to be really into it. I'm like, oh man, it's cool.
What's crazy about this? I really won't play this game till next year because
wait till a Game of the Year edition.
I won't be able to. Well, I won't be able to get it till later. Let's put it that way.
I need time to devote to it. That's just plain and simple.
Yeah. Well, I'll get it on game.
Out.
I'll get it on GameFly, but whenever it comes, pretty much.
Yeah.
What about For Honor? Did you play For Honor?
No, but I heard.
Did you play the beta?
No.
Okay, I played the beta, so at least I got some input on the game. I don't really dislike it, but it kind of gets back to the games that are too hard.
Yeah.
You got to be rather skilled in this whole point, and I'm not that person.
You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, correct. I'm not that guy.
For Honor, I heard it got a lot of hate because it didn't have a story mode.
They had a hell of a collector's edition, though.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
The big statue was freaking
I think you couldn't play it unless you had online. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't have internet.
You gotta have some sort of story in any game. Even though I know about like me, I don't care. But I'm telling y'all, you gotta have story. Speaking of story, we're gonna that's the next one.
Yeah.
So.
But other than that, the people who I know play it love it, and everybody just kind of hates on it. It's gonna be a cult classic, is what it is.
Well, it's gonna be one of those games that for the people who's for, they love it. But the people like me, us looking in, we're going.
See, I want to try it, but I was talked out of it.
Yeah, I would definitely want to pay $60 for it.
I will eventually GameFly.
Yeah, for it. Well, it's so horrible now. You can get it probably brand new for like $10. Honestly, I'm serious. It's that bad. Like it's that bad. It's in the sports category. Like it's horrible. Like go watch next time you go to GameStop, just to ask them, hey, where's the For Honor? It's like $10. It's even 20. I think it's always on. It went down to like $7.99.
Oh my
even
God.
Brand new. So that just shows you. But that's good for us because we can buy it for $7. Yeah, exactly. So. The next game we're going to get to, Miles, we wanted to discuss this, so we're going to put this last. And it's part of this great, this awesome, so we're going to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I'm going to say a little bit about it. I didn't play it. Now, Miles I don't think Miles, you haven't played it either,
nope.
but it has a story. I'm going to give you my story of Battlefront. I remember playing the part 2 for PlayStation 2.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Like, I love part 1, but part 2 really took it to the next level. And I've wasted hours of both those games. I played them to death. Like, to the point where I rented that. Like, that was the game I rented for like a month straight. Yeah, Movie Gallery, exactly.
So long
Miss
ago,
Peggy, boom. So, I ran that game over and over. But I knew, I'm sorry, Star Wars fans, I knew this game was not going to be good. The first one was pretty bad. In my opinion, this one I played the beta. Did you play the beta?
Nope.
Okay, so he didn't play the beta. See, same thing for Honor. I play all the betas. Anything's free. This guy jumps on it. I played the beta, and I was playing, and it was when that big thing was coming down the center, and you had to take the two sides. Now, the crazy thing is those guys that are inside, they can actually get their big robots and be inside the building. So they pretty much bottlenecked us where we couldn't go inside.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they fixed that. If they did, please let me know in the comments. But that made it not fun at all.
Yeah.
Like, there was really no way to get it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. And I bazookaed, I grenaded. I mean, usually I'm the guy who does the strategize. I'll sacrifice my body to get in. But they would just save their kill streaks or whatever it is and just funnel into them 2 doors. And now, maybe if you have a coordinated group, you could all pick a side and go. Maybe. I don't know. I would like to know what you guys think about that. But go ahead, Miles. What is your whole story on this? I'd like to know.
I got suckered into Battlefront, the original one, coming back.
Did you like it? Did you play it?
No, I did. Like, I played it enough to be like, okay, this is a game I'll come back to.
Okay.
I'll probably eventually go back to it. The servers are probably still up. EA, you never know with them.
Okay.
When I saw Battlefront 2 and I realized my biggest complaint about the first one, there were not enough heroes. And then when I saw the roster of heroes, I was like, okay.
But don't you have to pay for them?
Oh, we'll get into that.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. You get to play as the new people, old people. I was excited to play as Yoda again because you get to own as Yoda in Battlefront 2. Same thing with Darth Maul. But I couldn't pick it up on launch day, unfortunately, because I was broke. Mm-hmm. And I waited a couple days.
We're talking about 2. We pre-ordered
Battlefront 2. I pre-ordered Battlefront 2. I got the Elite Trooper pack. Paid like $85 for it. Mm-hmm. And I was like $5 short of picking it up. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait. I had my ifs about it. And then when I heard the bullcrap of they had this crystal system or whatever, where you earned it in game or you had to buy them. I think in game it was like 4,100 hours you had to pour, or it's 40 hours for each character.
Yeah.
And based on the roster we just saw in the commercial, there's 8 characters, so it was like 320 hours you had to pour in.
This time next year, you'd still be trying to unlock them all.
I'm trying to unlock Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Hello. Or Darth Maul, because, Darth Maul will be the first one to unlock. Like,
that's correct.
Get real. But I just think that story, and then it became pay to win.
Yeah.
It was like $5,000 you had to pay to unlock all the characters.
Well, my thing is that why not allow everybody to have all of them, and then these things that you're earning get you different skins of them?
Yeah.
Like that, is that a legitimate question? That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
I think with Battlefront 2, you didn't have to. The original one, you didn't have to. You could just play as them. I think they could have been, instead of kill streaks? Definitely. If you're playing as,
like, let's say I have 8 characters. Let's say I had 8 of the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Why not have everybody can have all 8, depending on the stage or your preset.
Yeah.
But the things you unlock are maybe different lightsabers or skins or whatever.
That's legitimate. It's kind of like, what game was it? The game I despise, by the way, Smite. I don't like it. I just don't. It's a mobile.
Yeah, I don't really play Smite either.
But it's free to play, but you buy skins.
Yeah.
And voice packs. Like,
well, there's always
I can agree.
That'll be another video time. Me and Myles could talk about boxes and skins, because I really that's a good debate.
I could agree with the fact that, hey, let's give Darth Maul for free, but if you get 300 kills with him, you'll unlock him with a blue lightsaber.
Yeah, or
something different.
You can make him blue, like a different race of him or something.
Or just make him as a Jedi, flip it.
Yeah.
And then Yoda as evil. Just different
you can do 10 different skins per character.
Yeah.
Technically, that's 80 different things.
And
supposedly too, the boxes give you could pay to get the best gun.
Yeah.
But you don't unlock that till later or something like that.
Yeah, well, I think World War II, they did Prestige Token, that you can pick a gun that you don't unlock until level 50, but you can get it early.
The bar, you should always unlock the bar because you don't get the 52.
I think that's, which I did, by the way.
Yeah.
But
everybody.
I think
even with your first one,
that it's just ridiculous, because
well, EA is very bad.
Definitely.
Don't they make the racing game Need for Speed or something like that too, or something?
Yeah,
they did. I saw that, but they were doing a bad thing about that too. So.
It kind of made me not lose hope in Star Wars games, but at this point, it's just kind of like.
Well, it's mainly EA.
Yeah.
It's really not Star Wars games, because supposedly the guys who made this game tried their best, but they were hidden behind what EA wanted them to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, apparently there's a rumor coming out that the guys who made Dead Space are going to put out a Star Wars game. It's going to be a horror Star Wars game, which hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get that game.
And what's sad is they're going to have good Star Wars games, because, like, I saw that they have Darth Vader VR.
Yes.
Which you actually play as Darth Vader and you get to go. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But this game can be great. Like, I don't understand. Like, that shouldn't be something that ruins our game.
Now,
the boxes and
I
stuff
have a good
like
friend of mine that he played. He said, "Man, it's an awesome game." I think bad marketing. They came out 2 weeks after Call of Duty.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But that shouldn't stop. That's not going to stop the devoted fans. To be true.
And don't get me wrong, I'm one of the biggest Star Wars fans you'll find out there.
Yeah.
But
see, I'm not.
When I see, like, man, because you look at back in the old game, Knights of the Old Republic, Xbox, not the PC.
Is there a single player to this?
Yeah, it's like a 6.
Oh, it's a storyline.
It's a storyline also.
So it's not horde mode like it was before.
No, it's a 6-hour gameplay. It's a 6-hour story. But what I think is really cool is when they add on with the DLC pack for more maps, they'll throw in more story.
Gotcha. But it's not like bots like there was in the old games.
What do you mean by bots?
Well, like the Battlefront 2, there's no multi. There wasn't no online back then.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was, but it was kind of really shoddy.
Yeah, but the game wasn't really based off of multiplayer.
Yeah, no.
On PC it was, but
it was
bots.
Its own thing. Yeah,
it was NPCs.
Yes, it is bots that you fight against
in
the story mode.
But does it take bases like you do back then? That's what I'm asking.
No, it takes place right after the Empire gets destroyed.
It's a true story.
It's a canon story.
Yeah.
That can tie into the new movies.
But you haven't played it, so we don't know much about it.
No, not really.
Okay. Because I heard the story looks good from what I saw.
It's interesting. It's different.
And I enjoy the Star Wars lore because it's so big and massive. You can do all kind of crazy stories.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Rogue One, the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that is our final thoughts. That has been pretty much all our games talking about in 2017. If there's a game that we missed, I'm going to say Persona 5, but we're not really going to talk about it. That's a game that we missed. We want to know your thoughts about that game. We want to know of the games that we missed. There's probably some Switch, like Mario Odyssey. You can talk about that. That's just an example. And I appreciate Myles stopping by, hanging out with us tonight. It's been a long and eventful night.
Yeah.
We're probably going to go and play some Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
And pwn some noobs.
Yeah.
So
get wrecked.
So thanks, Myles.
No problem, brother. Anytime.
Hello everyone. Thank you guys for watching another BillKeyz Wednesday commentary. And don't forget, there's a playlist for all different types of games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Call of Duty, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Overwatch. Those are the main games I've been playing. And don't forget, there's also a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to that, thank you very much. And like I always say, my name is BillKeyz, and you guys out there have a great and wonderful day.